Welcome to Karns Insiders, the podcast that keeps you up to date with all things happening at Karns High School and within the Karns community. I'm your host, Hatfield, and today we have a special episode lineup for you. We are thrilled to be joined by none other than the main principal of Karns High School herself, Dr. Lacey Hatfield.
Thank you, sir, very much. It's very nice to be here.
So let's jump right in. So today I want to hear to talk about is, what does the head principal do?
That's a great question. I would almost say a little bit of everything. It runs the gamut from sweeping up trash to cleaning tables to walking in classrooms and meeting students, getting to know them. But the biggest thing I really want to do is help build a vision for Karns High School. And it's really important to me that I hire the right teachers and the right administrative team that can help us with that vision. So my vision really is that we want every student to feel welcome and to feel loved at Karns High School. We want them to have strong academic challenges. And we want them to just have a sense of belonging with lots of opportunities with clubs and community and athletics.
Great. That's amazing. Okay. Can you talk about, share some what the positive things you do here in this school?
Yeah. So this is my third year here. And coming in 3 years ago, we've had the same three items that we focus on every year. And one is instruction. We want to provide the highest quality instruction to our students. The second one is facility. We want students to feel welcome and safe in the facility. I'm sure that's where a lot of the students can see the biggest change in a lot of the change of the facility.
Yeah.
But also culture. Culture is really important to me, and that's all about the feeling the safe, having a sense of belonging, know that all the students here are loved and that they're welcome.
Okay. Let's get back to the construction, like you said.
Yeah.
I was wondering, what are that construction in near the locker bay?
Okay. So what happened, I would probably say when I first started 3 years ago, there was a federal grant for $1 million. Okay. Every school, I know in Knox County and not the surrounding counties, but if not federally, received the grant. Right. We chose, the grant really was designed to help improve structures in the building. So what we did was we are limited on space and we're running out of space. So the locker bays, we converted a lot of those into offices. So we have over 1,000, 2,000 lockers in the building, and only 58 of them were checked out to students. Oh. So that really is a lot of wasted space. So we used that grant money for the construction-wise. We took out one set of locker bays in each hallway, which still left a second set. And then those hallways, you're going to see offices. You'll see your administrator in there. You'll see your counselor. They'll have a collaboration room for teachers. Mm-hmm. We also use that money, if you guys notice, the back entrance when you're coming in from the back parking lot, we're going to put a security office back there. To me, the first thing before educating kids is always making sure students are safe. Students can fail a test, teachers can have a bad day. My first obligation is making sure students can go home. So security is always our number one priority. So we have a security office in the main front of the building, but then we're also going to have one at the back entrance because that's where a lot of our students come in. So we have about equal amount of traffic at the front of the building as we do the back. So I want to have an officer back there as well. So you'll see that construction back there. We also have 2 concession stands going in the commons. I'm not sure if you guys have noticed the reconstruction of the bathrooms in the commons. So that as well. And to me, it's just really important that when you go to school and like at your home, like you want to have a safe, clean environment. And that's really important for me. So something I really want to focus on.
Wow. Okay.
It's a lot.
That is a lot. I want to get back to the locker bays.
Yes,
so
sir.
Are there still going to be any more like lockers around school?
Yes. So the lockers that are currently up will stay there. Okay. So we only removed about half the lockers. So we still have right around 1,000 lockers still in the building. Yes. But most of our students are not checking out lockers. Most of them are carrying one backpack. And I've seen some students carrying 2 backpacks if they're an athlete or they have clubs or sports.
Okay. There's any change around the lunch? Like, is anything happening around lunch?
There is. So one thing that I think is really important is for students to be able to get up and to move and to go outside. Mm-hmm. So we did open up outside lunch this year for all of our lunches. Yeah. We are very strategic in our master scheduling because what that does is even though I open up outside lunch, I've got to have someone there now to supervise it. So I've made sure that we freed up someone in the master schedule so that Coach Hartsfield can be out there during lunch. And students are out there, they're playing football. Sometimes they're running around. We do make sure they always pick up the trash.
Yeah.
And they'll leave an extra mess for our custodians. But I do want students to have that opportunity to get up and move around.
Yeah. I remember Coach Hatfield telling me that to clean up my trash.
Yes.
I was like, don't worry, Coach Hatfield. I'm going to clean up my trash.
He does a good
do that
job.
too.
It's a little different right now, though. It's kind of cold.
Yeah.
So once the temperature drops, probably below 38, we close outside lunch and bring all the students inside.
Mm-hmm.
Another thing that we do during lunch is we bring food trucks in on Fridays. They're not like big, like entree meal food trucks. They're more so like ices and ice cream and things like that, more so for treats. But what's great is those food trucks, we partnered with them specifically because they give 10% to 20% of their profits back to Karns High School. They invest back in our school.
Oh.
Oh, that's huge. I love it.
I love that too. It's positive.
Yes, very, very. And that's what helps us do certain things like have our attendance incentive, which we're going to have next Thursday. And helps do a lot of the students help support students. Tell me about Chick-fil-A biscuits. How's that going?
I didn't try one. I didn't buy one today, but
Okay.
last week or 2 weeks ago, I did have one.
Okay.
It's pretty good.
Do you think that goes okay? So we do offer the Chick-fil-A biscuit sales a couple times a week, and that's a fundraiser that we use to help support and pour back into our school and our facility and our students and our staff. So, sorry, they didn't have a paid advertisement. Not a big shout out. My apologies.
Okay. That's all I can think of right now.
Okay. Well, great. Well, I have truly enjoyed being here. I love that this is the first launch of our the Karns Insider for our podcast. So thank you guys so much for having me. I love being here, but I will let you. Thank you, Rain. I'll let you close it out. I don't want to take over for you.
That's all for today's episodes of the Karns Insiders. We hope you enjoyed hearing from our head principal, Dr. Hatfield, and learning more about what's happening at Karns High School. If you like this episode, don't forget to subscribe and be tuned in for next time for more insights and updates for our vibrant community. Thank you for listening, and we see you next time on the Karns Insiders.